They took over and they made it part of China illegally. And many countries are doing that. You can easily make out the difference. You can look at their face and tell them these are not Chinese. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has blessed that land with rich minerals. It has got wealth. So China is trying its level best to see to it that Muslims are exterminated from there. And they started in 2015, according to reports. It wasn't known to the world. It came out, some of the human rights organization came to know in 2016, and it came out in the media in 2017. It started coming out. Became more popular in 2018. What do? There are two types of Muslims in China. One is the Uyghur Muslims. The other is the Han Muslim. The Han Muslims are Chinese Muslim. They have problem, but very less compared to the Uyghur Muslims. Because the Han Muslim look like Chinese, they have problems, but compared to the Uyghur Muslims, very little. The Uyghur Muslim nowadays, most of them cannot even offer salah. They are not allowed to fast. They are forced to have food during Ramadan. Many are forced to have alcohol. They aren't allowed to learn Arabic. And if they don't listen to the authorities, they are put into concentration camps. The Chinese government says this is re-education. Re-education. Many of the Uyghur Muslims in these concentration camps, they are tortured. They are harassed. They are asked to give up their religion. They are asked to follow communism. And those that are outside, they are being tracked by cameras, by face recognition. And this has been leaked by the human organization. Almost all of them, they are non-Muslim organizations. So much so that 1 month before, in July, there were 22 countries that wrote a letter to UN objecting on the human rights violation against the Uyghur Muslim in China. 22 countries. There are about 195 countries in the UN. 22 countries wrote a letter to UN saying there is human right violation in China against the Uyghur Muslims. And do you know, out of these 22 countries, there was not a single Muslim country which objected. All of them were non-Muslim country, mostly European country. Isn't it a shame? There are about 56 countries in the world, more than 25% of the countries in the world, they have majority Muslims.